Well, as it hasn't been 30 days already. Man, it's been a long time since I ever uploaded content. It feels too damn long. Man. I'm looking at my thing right now and it just feels like I haven't uploaded anything in forever. I think I streamed like the one time. I streamed the one time and that was it. I haven't uploaded content in like a month. Well, a lot of things happen in a month, to be surprisingly or not. Simply put, got a job now at the Walmart. I work pretty much every damn day for 8 hours because I'm a part-timer. But the problem is the hours are so consistently, messed up. I could be working from like, 6 to 3 to 1 to 10, and it doesn't know when they want to switch. Because 3 days I can have the same schedule and then flip switch on that schedule. So it's completely a killer on my sleep schedule all the time. So I gotta go home and go either to sleep or I have some time up to myself. And I know it's no excuse ultimately because I do have 2 days off, but those 2 days I'm just spending it just trying to catch up on video games and just kind of have some me time where I go back to the daily grind. So there's no ultimate excuse. But I'm making a full swing back to go actually, be like, hey, I want to make content again, It's just been a while. It's just like, man, what have I been doing with my time really? I go home, I eat dinner, I sleep, and that's it. But now I'm just like, what? Saw this. I'm gonna make content again. I made 2 live streams, but I know there won't be anything significant. They're just for funsies, What happened as of late? Oh, Sweet Baby Inc. I guess to catch up with Kuma really here. Sweet Baby Inc. was a really weird thing. The fact that it kind of been found out to be a really soulless company, which is to no one's surprise. Their pure existence is to really just honestly just piss on games with their forced diversity in a lot of ways. And it's like, that's how I see it as. It's only force. It's like your parents, it's like your family held at gunpoint by ISIS and they're like, do this or they die, And this is like, really, do we have to have this? Sweet Baby Inc. is just what to me is just like the door checker, the agenda checker, In order for your game to get the big views and the good shit, you gotta put, requirements in. It's like, oh, does it have gay characters, the black characters, are they diverse? And it's like, I don't care. Just I want the game to be good. I want the game to be smart, competently written, good characters, good world. I want my games to be games. I don't care if it's full of bullshit. I don't care if the characters are black or gay or whatever. I don't care if they're non-religious. I just want the game to be a game first and foremost. We can sort out all the agenda pushing buttons later. But Sweet Baby Inc. has been outed as just the worst place to be at. Hell, wasn't the CEO or management of it was just a tool themselves, which is even worse. I swear, Sweet Baby Inc. reminds me of that Crunchyroll House Guardian Life. That's what it reminds me of. Made by women for women. Never mind. I'm not gonna finish that. What else? Kiri Toriyama dying recently, which is breaking the world apart as it is, because we lost another great mangaka, the man who privileged changed the whole world with Dragon Ball. And it's just like he's dead. Honestly, it took me aback a lot, because I guess for someone like me on the spectrum who can never really register death like that, it still took me by surprise to see that, show me the morbid reality that nothing ultimately lasts forever and everyone has to die and all that sad doomer talk. But it's just like him, and it's crazy. But then I woke up and realized the world is not fun like that, because we had 2 things. We had Sweet Baby people being like, he's dead, so cope. And then you had the stupid, godforsaken, worst thing that ever come to humanity was the stupid freaking Palestinian shit. I went on Instagram, which is a whole different, toilet bowl, because I swear, people say TikTok is bad. TikTok is like, it's like a little baby compared to Instagram Reels. I swear to you, there's not within like 5 to 10 swipes on Reels where I'll probably see someone get completely obliterated by a semi-truck, gore and everything. More nudity. It's literally just Pornhub, which I guess is kind of ironic considering the fact that Pornhub is completely disabled in Texas, so no more cranking my hog to it at 3 a.m. when I'm having profounding thoughts. So yeah, no, Pornhub, Instagram Reels is just a bootleg live leak. But this is not the point of it as of right now. But the point was, someone made a god-awful tweet or post saying that Akira Toriyama is dead, but what about the people in Palestine? And I'm just like, are you saying... Like, the tweet pretty much was just littling Akira's death and just greatly rising up the people in Palestine. And I get it. The Palestinian people don't deserve what they get. But for me, as a very, I guess... and take this with a grain of salt, as a person who don't know him and generally just say cope, I said it honestly to my own mother. I just said, let them kill each other, and as God-loving people, we'll sort out the rest of it later. Because that's not a U.S. problem. We're only going there because biblical obligations. And as fucked up as it is, it's just honest. I'm sorry for them and what's happening to them, but there's nothing we could do. That's not, I don't think that's in our U.S. territory, but that's just political stuff. So I'm just going to just drop that and put it aside. But moving past the point, why would they say that Akira Toriyama's death is just so little compared to that? He doesn't have nothing to do with that. He was just a mangaka in Japan, you know, who made Peak. Why are you putting his death, his passing, so below that? And why are we bringing this up anyway? This is a whole different ball game. Oh man! And then when Sweet Baby Inc got into it, it just became an absolute fucking nightmare. Oh god! I know I'm rushing through these topics because it's just like there's nothing ultimately for me to dig into them. But this is how I am as of late. What else? Rooster Teeth. Oh god, Rooster Teeth. I know that everyone is collectively smoking Rooster Teeth's pack right now because like, there you go, company, go burn in hell for making the companies worse than Blizzard. And I'm like, but okay, they're bad. They're bad. I won't lie. No, they could use better management. And there's a lot of shady dealings and a lot of underhanding shipping going on. But Rooster Teeth was there. It was goated at one point. Red versus Blue, Camp, No Matter Nowhere, Ruby, Achievement Hunters. Come on. This was peak. You know, and it didn't exactly help that this shit happened, I think, on the same week that MatPat posted his Final Theory video, which was just a complete dick slapper and a half. Can you imagine just Can you imagine just looking at Twitter and seeing that Rooster Teeth got shut down by Warner Bros. Because it wasn't turning a profit anymore? I wonder why. And it didn't help to see the tweet that somebody said was like, what? It's funny because the last canonical thing of Ruby was seeing the fucking Justice League in that damn DC Ruby collab, which, to be frank, nobody asked for out of any franchise. Why DC? Why like the Justice League? If it was like a Japanese IP, it could go anywhere. A Cell World, Konosuba, fucking SAO, anywhere that's not the Justice League. Cause Ruby is like an isekai fantasy. It could be anywhere in the freaking anime verse, and it'll be peak. But DC with Superman and Batman, that's just not the sauce. And it's more painful because that's the last official Ruby product as of now. Volume 9 ended like what, a year ago, 2 years ago? Volume 9, you know, the technically last chapter, the second to last chapter before the end game hits, which is gonna probably be either a movie, probably a 2-parter, 3-parter movie, or a very, very rush 3 volumes, or the longest 1 volume. I could smell it. And it's just like, damn, guys. I mean, my faith in Rooster Teeth was lost during the whole Vic Mignogna thing, where people are still saying that Vic is actually a super mustache twirling villain, even though, again, everything against him. In brief recaps and TLDR, it's just pretty much it's just borderline he said, she said, and there's no real conclusive evidence. Hell, there's nothing that's even based this on besides shaky ass hearsays and credible witnesses or people whose words are more reliable than a broken fucking leg during a track meet, which is unreliable at all. You're better off walking to the room and getting stabbed to death instead. You have better prospects of being stabbed to death with a fork than trusting anyone's statements on Vic. and the people who still hate him. Okay, I'm just saying. But what else? I think there's a lot to talk about, because this is so much news and so much controversy, and just a lot of things has been happening so much. I mean, I happily glossed over the whole MatPat thing, and that was crazy to see. That he's on his final theory, you know, he was done, he's cooked. I get his reasons why, mainly because wasn't he 30, almost 35? He has a wife and child that he hasn't really seen because he's always in the fucking office making a new crackhead theory about why has security breached the new FNAF timeline, and Scott Cawthon is secretly Ness from Undertale, who is Sans from Deltarune. You know? So I get why he had to take a step down. He had to take a break. He was done. There was nothing else he could have done. And honestly, if that's the way, then it's the way. I don't blame him anymore. It just had to be this way. But now seeing the new person, Scott, or Tom, the British guy, who talked about it for a brief second, then went to do the Poppy's Playtime theory. I was like, yeah, I miss MatPat's, you know, feel to it, but it's not a bad replacement, you know. I could get used to it. It just needs time to recover. And it's still so cool to see Scott Cawthon in the damn thing. I'm like, Scott Cawthon? God, it's so cool to see it. What else to really touch on, really? There's nothing really to touch on that's, I guess, haven't been so significant. Sweet Baby Inc. sucks. Rooster is dead. MatPat retired. Oh yeah, Megamind 2 sucked, but I'm not a critic, so I can't really take a shit on that. Recently wasted money on a PS5, which I know my co-host and best friend Josue had literally begged me not to throw money at, but I did anyway because of indulgent spending. You know, we bring home almost $1,000 every day or every other week. You want nice things. And I told him straight up, it was either that or feeding my gacha addiction. You know what I could do with what, $886? What do you think it's gonna go to? FGO and Genshin Impact. I want that shit. I have bad spending impulses, okay? I see the thing that I want, I'm gonna fucking buy it, okay? It's not my fault, okay? I just want I want things that make me feel happy. I'm shamefully materialistic. I care about my tech. I care about the shit that makes me feel something that isn't that gives me that what I'm looking for, that serotonin, that endorphins. You know, I have love, I have friends, I have family, but I love fiddling with my shit, especially shit that I pay for. You know, even though everything in this house, or everything in my room specifically, hasn't been paid for by me, except for my PS5, which is like the only thing I put money on. Everything else has been gifted to me. Oh, that is my phone, but even then, never mind. I don't know. What's another thing? Stellar Blade. I want the game. I'm gonna pre-order that thing when I get paid. Yes, I know everyone kept saying, oh, it's so bad because character is sexualized, and I could go on a 20-minute rant about how the Western world is so procedurally bad about things like this because they hate anything involving with the female body that isn't just Punch Clay from Marvel vs. Capcom or any kind of PS1 game, because, you know, heaven forbid you have a very attractive female character. Heaven forbid they look attractive. Heaven forbid they look good. They have to look like they're horrible mutants in a damn RE game. But Stellar Blade looks really good. Yes, it looks like it's Kuma bait, and it's gonna break my mewing etching streak, but I'm gonna pre-order that bitch anyway because it looks really fun to play. And I think there should be a whole turn event where everyone in the States, where here as media, should not judge something because it's not up to standards or because big corporals hate things that are beautiful. Because, well, unfortunately, we're living in the bad timeline where everyone hates things because they're beautiful and they're afraid of it because, I guess, horny, I guess. I mean, I play Nikke all the time for that one-hand gameplay, but it's just like, that's it. I just want my women to look hot. I don't want things to look ugly. Okay, that's it. I'm done making this video. I'm gonna make more eventually. That's a bold lie. I'm gonna just keep making things that come out. I know I'm gonna get like some weird 5 views regardless. But I mean, I don't mind. I actually enjoyed it a lot. So for everyone else who's been here and who's still here, stay frosty. I've been Crowd Kuma, I've been your host with the most. Until next time, I bid you adieu.